have you met Dr. George Bach?
Yes, we met a little earlier. And I understand, Doctor, you just finished a book, The Intimate Enemy, on how to fight fair in love and marriage.
That's correct,
yes. We read it too, by the way.
Yeah, I've read it.
We loved it.
Yeah. Really? Did you like it? Did you try something out
We
already?
tried it.
A little bit.
I think you're probably the only one that has come out in favor of hostility and hate in bettering a relationship.
Well, I am probably the only one who had the courage to write a book on it. Everybody that knows anything about love, as you are expert in love dating, Mrs. Charming Barbara here, fighting is part of the, shall we say, the excitement of lovemaking. And the two, this paradoxically, are together, actually. And we, instead of dividing it, love against hate, like one of my illustrious colleagues wrote a book, Love Against Hate, I think Menninger, I am integrating the two.
Well, I know that you've been giving training to hundreds of couples on how to fight fair, and I wonder, it would be very interesting to see a demonstration of that here today if...
You'd like that?
I would like that very much.
Are you sport, perhaps? These readers of mine might be...
I think that'd be great.
I am. We tried it at home a couple of times, so I guess we could try it.
But you know, we need a scene. In other words, in this lovely Playboy club here, we need... I don't think you have a fight room, do you, yet?
No, but we've got a little space in the living room if you'd like to...
Okay, and we need rolling coaster on the chairs so that...
Well, we've got some moving chairs. We can do that.
Okay,
Sure.
shall we follow you?
Okay. We'll have to set
Are
it up.
you ready?
Right? Well, I'm scared. I guess so. Yeah.
Gang, if you want to quiet down, we're going to have a little demonstration in psychology here.
Very good.
Good.
I think so.
And I need a...
Over here. Here's one for you.
Thank you. No.
We're going to fight?
No, wait a minute.
How do we start?
This is a demonstration in hostility.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Hope it doesn't get carried away.
Okay.
No. You read my book, The Intimate Enemy, so you know generally what we're trying to demonstrate to use club and use party here, yeah?
Right.
We'd like to demonstrate, first of all, if I may ask you, to fight a dirty fight. I mean, yes, to fight dirty.
That's simple for him.
And that's
My New York
The hostility comes up already.
I'll give you a few cues about how to fight dirty. Number one, first of all, you have to have a beef to start with. A beef is a complaint. You have one?
Yeah.
Complaint?
Yeah, something I'm bugged about, right?
Yeah, you know, right. And but if you fight dirty, you don't stick with it. You get her off that subject real fast, okay?
Well, that's
and then you throw in everything, like old things. You don't stay with the current thing. And
this is a bad fight, right? Which is probably what we'll end up having.
And furthermore, you use certain physicalness. Now, you might make a contract about. Are you very violent tonight, Greg?
I'm feeling hostile, more and more hostile.
Well, then you have to
started.
then you have to voluntarily limit yourself, not to use your fists.
No, well, I'll just put my hands behind.
Yeah, no, well, that's better. But you can push her chair.
All right.
Without hitting a tire there. Push it away. Push it away. That's, and you can do. That's this will be symbolic.
We're supposed to face each other directly, aren't we?
Yes. But is this about the right distance? Or is it too far away
Yeah,
from you?
I can reach you very easily.
That's okay. And do I
want you
start?
to restrict particularly to verbal.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Right.
Okay. Go to it.
Okay. Last week I was very bugged at you because you told me that you wanted me to fight back whenever we had an argument. And so I did, and I fought back, and then you just walked out.
Yeah, but the point is the way you fight. You know, you don't really fight. That's the problem. You just pretend to fight, and that's
I was
what really
trying
bugs
to fight
me.
very fairly.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yes, I was. I was trying
That's
to use
your
the
problem.
things that
You
we
want
had
to
in the
fight
book.
fair, but that. Look, that's what I
you
really
always
don't
yell
like.
and have such a bad temper, and it really bugs me.
No.
You know,
Wait a
you can
minute,
communicate just as well by just talking to someone softly. You don't have to yell all the
Yeah,
time.
but that's what really bugs me because you always have got to go according to rules. And I hate that. I really
Well, the
don't
book
like
says
it.
you're supposed
Look,
to.
we're dealing with human emotions. That's part of your neurosis, for God. You know, the fact
My
is.
neurosis. What
Yes.
about you? You've got so many. I
Look, you
can't
can't
believe
deal,
it.
you can't deal with human emotions like with an IBM machine, and that's the kind of mind you've got. You know, it
So
goes
do
click,
you.
click, click, click,
Talk,
click, click,
are
click.
you saying I'm analytical?
Yes,
you are
I'm
the
saying it.
most
You're very
analytical person I've ever met, Greg.
That's not true. That's
Yes,
not
it
true.
is. Oh, you're always analyzing everything and this and that and why this failed and what's wrong
Bring
here.
his father in.
Yeah,
Just
you are
like-
like your father in that sense, too.
Oh, come on.
You told me he used to be analytical, too.
My father is not analytical. My father shouts and yells. He's an Irishman, and he walks out the door. That's
well,
what he
that's
does.
wrong. That's no way to deal with problems. You have to stay and fight.
To fight with a woman like
And
you?
the other
I
thing
mean,
that really bugged me is, you know what, you always bring up things like
sometimes
that
you
aren't
really remind
important.
me of my mother, believe me.
Well,
Just yaps, 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 yaps. It never says a word.
what bugs me is like, you know, it's you bring up things that aren't even important. Like the other day, you yelled at me something about, oh, well, and it's so dumb the way your mother believes in astrology. I mean, that has
It is
nothing to
stupid
do
the
with
way your mother believes in
Well,
astrology.
but that has nothing to do with things.
It
that
is.
has
It's
absolutely
ridiculous.
nothing to do
And
with
you do
things.
the same thing, you know. Every time you want to walk out the door, what does my astrologist say
Cut.
about that?
Oh,
That's
I do
ridiculous.
not. I don't
Would you
believe in
please stop?
astrology.
You
I
do,
read
too,
it in the
believe
paper
in astrology.
sometime, but not
Can
very
you please
often.
stop?
I do not.
Please.
You do. You
I
absolutely
tell
do.
you,
You do.
not
And you tell me about it all the time. You're always telling me what Virgos
I
say.
tell you what my mother says, and
All
I
right, now
believe
that
very
seems like
slightly in
you're telling
astrology,
me
but
what
not
Virgos
very
say.
much.
I
They
see.
fight
And I hate
on and on, and nothing is ever settled.
It's
Thank
never-
you.
No, I'm
In other
really
words, the
glad
very
now.
fact that they would... I think we may have a television first here. I think we've blown the marriage before it got started.
Now stay serious.
Now that seemed
Now,
to
may-
me to be a pretty typical fight. Now,
Yes, it is.
why do you call that a bad fight?
It's what we call a Virginia Woolf, after Albee's magnificent play. The bad fight also, the bad fight, you analyze each other.
All right,
I
let's
thought
see a-
that for a
let's see a
moment
good
you're going, now we see a good fight. Now a good fight, I must warn you, is much less exciting. It is because it is slow motion. It is, as Albert Ellis would call, rational. It has a sincerity, and it is of great concern to those involved because they gain from it better information. Now, for the audience, it is not as exciting, but I wish you would attend very carefully, even though it's a party, you know, it's a serious subject to me.
The big problem is really we don't listen to each other.
Yes,
that's
now,
right.
That's
In other words, in a good
really-
fight, I get the message that you're going to have a little more communication.
and feedback,
Yes, he has to answer everything
I give you the
say, or
elements.
vice versa, right?
because I don't expect everybody reads a book to learn
No, I don't
everything at
remember all.
once. The first thing is to state your issue very clearly, you know, and to first think about it a little. We call that meditation or inner dialogue. What you really want to bring across to your fiancé and what's important to you. See?
Okay.
And to say to yourself, this is not a Virginia Woolf, this is not a ritual, this is a sincere confrontation with something you don't like, that's a beef, followed by something you want changed. Now, who will be the, will
Can
you be
I
the
use the
offense?
same beef I have?
Use the same beef and clean it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? And you, are you ready? This
I'm
is by
ready.
consent.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you
We
willing?
never
I'm ready.
fight without Barbara, and I want you to know. We never, in our training, we teach people not to jump each other, but to make an appointment for fighting.
Right. Are you willing to fight
With some ground rules, apparently.
Ground rules. Like tennis, you know, you have to
In other
have...
words,
I
you,
say,
will start.
are you willing to fight with me?
yes, I, sitting here, Greg Mullavey, am willing to fight.
Okay,
Okay.
Now-
Now I state my beef. Right?
you go ahead, and you know how to.
Yeah, I
I'll
think I
explain. I'll
remember.
coach
Okay.
you as you go along.
Okay, my beef with you is that you told me that you wanted me to fight back, and when I did fight back last week, you blew your temper and walked out.
I understand.
Now you make the demand.
I understand.
I demand this because I love you. I don't really demand. I ask you to please, next time we have a fight or a beef, to stay
With
and
me.
let's both discuss it together rather than walking out.
I
What did
agree
she
to
say?
that. I agree
Will
to
you
that.
do that?
we
No,
first
I-
have to
I
check
feel-
out. Did you
let me-
hear
Oh,
me?
did you?
check.
You have to feedback what I just
All right.
asked you.
Absolutely.
You
right?
demand.
I
because you
asked.
love me.
You don't like demand, right?
No, that's okay for you
Okay.
to demand. Yeah, because I think
Good boy, yes.
that's part of the understanding.
Okay, once more now.
Okay. What?
Boy, you.
It's really hard for you to listen to.
Yeah, it
isn't
is.
Okay, ask again. The burden of listening should not be all on the listener. Ask again. Say, state your demand once
Yes,
more.
State your demand
Okay.
once more.
I demand, because I love you, that next time we have a fight, you stay and fight it out without leaving or yelling.
Okay.
Now you have to answer.
Yeah.
You don't have to say yes. You can negotiate.
No. No, I want to. I think I really should do that because I think I would grow if I did that. I really do because when I get angry, I walk out.
So say fine.
So what are you going to do?
You're
No?
ahead. Stop when you're ahead. Say
Oh,
fine.
fine.
That's great.
Oh. So
what am
you
I
will,
gonna do
you
about it?
will, you will try to
The
stay.
next time I get angry and we start a fight, I will not walk out, I promise.
Okay. You promise?
I
Okay.
promise. I promise.
Thank you. Did I kiss
Okay.
you?